Here we go. Come on up, gentlemen. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
King, Winston, the other security guards are here. If you stand and give them a round of applause.
There is a phrase or a school of thought in documentary filmmaking that the story needs to reveal itself. That if you make the movie that you thought you were going to make, you just made an opinion piece. I'm going to go out on a limb, just completely out there, and say, you didn't know you were making this the first day you turned on the cameras to follow Stan around.
No, this movie actually made itself. I thought I was going to just do like a little puff piece of a guy signing autographs for, an hour, maybe like True TV would play it or something. And then as things started unveiling, I actually had to go back and look at the years of other footage. And it was actually really annoying to some of the other guys I was working with that I would call and I would go, December 14, Max said this and that. And they go, yeah, just put it in the thing. And I became very laser focused to go back and do all that.
Yeah, and this is the second time I watched it. It's so hard to watch, and I'm pretty sure this isn't quite where people thought this was going. There's a lot of petty themes, and I was talking to some of the other screeners, and at points you just kind of want to jump in the movie and start throwing hands at people against you like that. And I remember the reports when it came out that there was elder abuse, but this is shocking. It's shocking. And for all of you guys up here, what would you hope the audience can take from this? What they can learn from this? We all have elder family members, everything. Just what is your hope for the audience?
I've been asked this before. There's kind of two answers. The real answer is, well, you see something, say something, but it's really not that easy because elder abuse is something that's not regulated very well. So, you look at the news every day, and there's a kid who dies because his parents killed him, and there's 10,000 reports of it happening. It's got to be more than that. You have to be in touch with your family. You have to know and be close to them. You're going to have to be close with your kids because you're going to have to trust them, and they're going to have to trust you. And I think that's actually the biggest takeaway is you have to really, when you're mentally able to decide who you can trust and who has the best interest. That's kind of the biggest piece of advice.
And when we did our pre-meeting, I told you all the movies I've ever done, this is the one I'm the least concerned with getting audience questions. So we are going to open it up. Like I said, the lights are really bright, so if you're in the back, you got to be kind of animated for us to see you. But are there any questions from the audience? Yes, right here, you sir.
Thank you guys so much for the film. I wanted to ask, just what could have Stan Lee, done? Obviously, he was in old age, but what could he have done when he was able to keep greater control of the Marvel IP?
Well, when he was young, he was just doing his job. That guy was Spider-Man. He could be anything. He really could have done. And the problem was that Stan was just overly trusting and overly eager to please. That's just always a bad combination, And Stan wasn't really. We would talk about this, the idea of the film, and he wasn't really ashamed or embarrassed because it was kind of, hey man, your stuff's going to be out there. So, made some bad decisions that reflects poorly, and he actually wasn't really ashamed of that. He thought it was important to get out there. So I don't know what he could have changed to not be in this situation, but hopefully this will evoke some change for someone else. This doesn't have to happen to him. It could happen in the stands. You saw him every weekend, and he was still taking advantage of what's happening to a guy. Poland you never heard of, who's losing his farm or something. It's about hopefully raising some awareness.
95% of the time, the lawyer is going to tell you to take the money.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the movie, it said between 2014 and 2018, $8 million was unaccounted for. What's the latest as far as you know, as far as getting that money back?
I don't work for the FBI, but to the best of my knowledge, it's gone. You can't count for cash. Even the estimate was $8 million. He got sued for 20-something. The IRS only got him for 1.6. cash is gone, and that's it. You buy it, you turn it into art, you turn it into comics, you sell that comics. And irony, he sold a bunch of his comics and art to pay bill for the IRS, which is still, who knows where that came from. It was just kind of like a cycle. So it's just gone.
They were arrested and tried and convicted, and I think it was 400,000.
Well, he wasn't convicted in Max took a plea deal, so they only had
He's not.
six. Yeah. So the money's gone, because that's kind of the thing. I'm not going to say we should get our pitchforks or anything, it's just gone. That's just what it is. I mean, it's just the real one. Just as a side note, I go upstairs, I'm sorry. Max's brother Martin is here. So for the love of God, if you see him, just say thank you. And you will have to wait. The other very nice.
So we can make more than that, and we must make more than that.
Yeah, but you can find it. You can't find it.
Oh, he admitted he's guilty.
Yeah, they only got him for what they got.
Money just.
Let's go. I will say, I worked law enforcement. I picked up a guy on a warrant. He told me it was his evil twin. I was like, yeah, right. And it was. We fingerprinted him using yes, all the way in the back. Yep, go ahead and stand.
Hi. Well, first of all, thank you for this because it's really beautiful and it's just so touching and really enjoyed it. I have like my question is, where was his daughter? Like in all of this, like why wasn't she taking care of him? Like I mean, it's that part that kind of.
So
Can you repeat the questions?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So she asked where was Stan's daughter in all this, and my publicist was somewhere showing her nails to the bone. So what I'm going to be doing is reading a very political answer, but it's also asking a question for Stan. His daughter was. There was actually a piece written about her and Business Insider. I think you should look that up. I said in that, I was quoted in that story, and I said the thing that JC most inherited from her father was her ability to surround herself with content. So she had her own set of issues that were happening during this time, and when you're meat in a fish tank with piranhas, you got your own problems to deal with. And so a lot of that stuff was not really in her purview. As if anyone who saw the film every day, he's at a convention and people are talking to him, Max isn't always there, but there's still stuff happening. It's very nuanced and complicated, issue. So, that's about as much as I like to elaborate on that.
All the way in the back row, in the middle of the cap.
How you guys doing? I wanted to as well as thank you guys for your contribution to this. Grateful to know some of you guys. And just wanted to ask, what do you miss most about Stan?
I mean, the car
Can you
stuff.
repeat?
I'm sorry.
Good question is, what do you miss most about
what I
Stan?
miss about Stan. I mean, the thing is like the stuff, just him and me in the car. I mean, I've seen this movie way too many times, and I lived it through that. And actually, when Stan died, was the last time I cried. I mean, Kane was there. I cried like a baby for like 45 minutes. It was pretty brutal. That I never cried after that. It just never. I kind of just that was it. And then it just became determination on this. And this during this film was like the first time I've cried since then. And I just miss the car stuff, really. That's because I mean, talking about what characters Stan liked the best is cool, but hearing about his fourth grade dance and how he spilled juice on that girl's dress is more entertaining to me at this point. That's kind of what I miss most.
Thank you.
And I'm going to give another plug for the voting.
Oh yeah, please.
It is very important. Yes, sir, right here.
It's kind of a two-parter in a similar vein to that. I love when there can be a happy ending, and I love those last 4 months had that feeling of, the joy to Beaver was back. So I'd love to know, part one, like, what was like one of your favorite memories from that era that wasn't on camera to give us that sense of happiness for the end, but also what's something innocuous day to day that reminds you of Stan, since you got to know him so personally in those car rides? Is there like a food or a song or a visual?
Well, I mean, the problem, I mean, I can't turn around a corner without seeing Spider-Man also. Even if I've seen him every day, so that's a constant reminder. Plus, working on this film is a constant. This guy needs an Oscar just for putting up with me and all the calls he really wanted. So that's like a daily thing. But those last 4 months, it's a weird answer, I'm going to say, but besides getting to see Stanley and actually getting to know Kane and Winston, and all the other guys, that is like a lifelong friendship. Like Kane, I know if I ever need anything, I can call him a lifelong, brother. That is actually, I think, of those last 4 months, the most important thing that I got.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, in the back.
mother, and we just want to thank you so much for exposing him to me.
Yeah. So that was Max Anderson's, what was she again? Son's mother. She was just thanking you for sort of exposing him. I mean, to this day, there's a lot of people that still sort of buy into the Max hype. There's some famous people that made some pleas for him early on. He's a great guy. So yeah, it's good that it's out here. You guys can all make your own judgments and, decide for yourself.
Got time for a couple more. That hand went up real quick right over there.
Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Thank you all for coming. My name is George Chan. I'm the producer on the film.
My name is Daniel Russell Clark. I'm the editor.
My name is Alex Barajas. I'm the executive producer.
I am Dario Forzato. I'm the composer.
Yes, right here.
Did you ever ask Stan or JC what inspired them to call you?
I'm going to repeat the question. And she asked, was there anything that was inspired by Stan and JC?
No, she asked what inspired them to call me back.
Like, did you ever find out what inspired?
To be honest, I'm actually honest, that's a great question, and I did not even have time to ask that question. As soon as they called me, I just happened to be laying in LAX, very close to his house. And frankly, even if they said, oh, an alien came and told me, I still would say that's fine. Like, I didn't even actually ask him. I thought I was just back, and that's all. I got very carried away.
Just the angels.
Yeah.
All right, we have time for one more question before I take it. I'm just gonna give a label line. You guys, after we're done with the question, get to sign the Dances with Films poster. I know there's probably more questions. We ask that those are done in the lobby because there's another movie coming in.
Yes, and vote for, put your phones up there and vote for the audience award.
Yeah. All right, and the last question right here.
Hey guys. This way.
Don't hit it.
When I met Jon, we actually met through Rob Lakefield. He introduced me. I didn't really want to talk to him because he mentioned my brother. And I said, you know what, I didn't want to talk to him. He said, no, I want to talk about something else. But we got in a conversation. When the trailer came out, he notified me that the trailer was coming out. And when it came out, people were saying, and I'm sorry to say this, say it the way it is, he had all this information. Why didn't he do anything with it? Why didn't he go to the cops? Why didn't he go to the detective? Why didn't he go to anybody? He did, but no one listened. Nobody cared. And that's the one thing that breaks my heart. Because my brother's evil, plain and simple. When I was doing security, I actually started security when I did security. My brother brought me in to do security with Stan, but he never saw us together. So one day, after a course of years I was working, and that thing happened with the autograph and everything, that all stopped. And I said, I can't do it. I went to the people who were working for Stan, and I tried to tell them what I saw and what I thought was happening. I didn't know, but no one believed me. Until a year ago, literally a year ago, I was at Comic-Con, and a friend of mine, Bobby, told me these guys want to talk to you. I don't know who they were. He knew me. He said, hey, it's great to see you, blah, 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 blah. Didn't really care. Didn't want to talk to him. Okay, yeah. Well, what is it? What do you need? He goes, oh, we just wanted to say you look good. What do you mean I look good? There's nothing wrong with me. Oh, we heard what happened to you. And that curiosity kicked in. I go, what do you mean, what happened? Well, your brother told us what happened to you. Okay. Go on. Well, we heard that he got you fired. He fired you because you had a cocaine problem. I have never done drugs in my life. My sister-in-law, my former sister-in-law, I did not recognize, knows me. She'll tell you, so Sherry is not even funny. But then it all made sense why. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, it made sense why no one believed me. Why would you want to believe someone? That's the type of person my brother was. He will make you look so bad that no one wants to believe you. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you for
that. Thank you everyone for coming. If you have anything else, the lobby is still open.